Hi guys, welcome back to another Creative Tap tutorial with me, John. Now, today's tutorial is a little bit of a kind of random last minute one. I wasn't planning to do this, but we're doing it. Basically, I'm going to be showing you how to fill a word or separate letters with images. Now, there's a little bit of a story behind today's one. I've been listening to Frank Sinatra recently. He's got a great song out there called Love. And that's he's also got some other great songs, My Way and all that. But I joined a band recently, and this is the kind of one or two of the songs they've been playing. So I've been singing along to this recently. And if you haven't heard this song, first of all, what have you been doing? I think you all probably know it because L is for the way you look at me. Anyway, I'm not going to sing the whole thing. See, you don't get that in normal tutorials. Not all these tutorial people sing, and that's what you get with me. So feel free to tune out now. No, don't. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing is taking a word and splitting the letters up and then filling them with an image. And this can be done for anything. If you've got, I don't know, the word summer, and then you've got summery pictures going in the background, it could be used for whatever you want. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to dive on in and go File, New. And then I'm just going to go for standard A4 for this, not too worried. First thing we're going to do is we're going to type out some text, so get the type tool, and I'm just going to type the word love for this example. Now I'm going to make my text just a little bit bigger this way, so I can see the font that I'm going to use. It's better to use kind of like bold fonts, so I know the one I'm going to use is Eraz Bold. This font doesn't necessarily suit the song, but it is better and easier to use bold fonts when you're doing this. So you want to resize it, and once we do some modifications, turn it into a compound clipping path, we won't be able to kind of resize them all together. So kind of get the size that you want kind of first off. I'm happy with this. Now, we've got the word in there. Next thing you want to do is make sure you've got the images you want to use. I just got some Frank Sinatra ones off the interweb and save them. So next, we need to select our type, go to Object, and where is it? It's in here somewhere. Type, and create outlines, okay? Next thing we want to do is, with it still selected, go to Object, and then Ungroup. So what you've got now is each letter is directly kind of selectable on its own. And we're more or less ready to go and drag the images in there. Okay, so I'm going to select my first letter, and then I'm going to go make sure I click this, draw inside. Okay, so select your letter, select the draw inside, and now you'll see you've got these sort of little bounding boxes around the outside, and that's where the image is going to show. So all you need to do now is File, Place, and let's go for Frank 1. Place, and we can start clicking and dragging to draw out. Okay, so may not line up first of all, but if you come down into your sub layers, you've got clipping group, and you can select this linked file by here, this image, and you can kind of move it around. So I just moved the text then, so just make sure you go back, and we just want to move this linked file. Okay, so click in here, lock this one, and yeah, so lock the compound clicking path, so then you can move just this file around. Okay, so I'm going to go like that, and I may scale it up just to kind of fit, and maybe move him back a little bit and scale up. You know, it's going to be difficult to fit a portrait in the L, but you do what you can. Okay. If you were using, you know, like the word summer and you had a sort of summer scene, there's not going to be direct features, but I'm happy with that for now. I'm just showing you the process. So all we need to do is rinse and repeat. What I would always do is lock that compound clipping path in a little sub layer, and we'll come into the next one. So select it, go to the draw inside. So it's got that bounding box again. Let's go to File, Place, and let's select Frank 2. Okay, so let's draw him out by here, and what I may want to do is kind of move him so we kind of see his eyes by here. It's tricky to kind of make sure you get everything in there, but I think something like that, just so we can see the edge of his eye by there and his mouth. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to come down into the clipping group and lock the compound clicking path, and there we go. Okay, next one, select, draw inside, file, place, and Frank 3. Click and drag, so it's just going to go inside the V. Okay, and more or less probably happy with that placement. Could bring them down just a bit. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Now let's go drop down the sublayer, lock the compound clipping path. Next is the letter E, and obviously, hope you can spell. Let's go to file, nope, first select it, draw inside, file, place, and Frank number 4. Click place and click and drag over this. I've missed a little bit there, so I'll just move it over. Okay, and maybe move it over a touch more so we got more of his face, and scale. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is come down into the clipping group, lock the compound clipping path, and I'm going to rename this layer Love Frank. Now, what I would say at this point, if you still haven't listened to the song, go and listen to it. Some great stuff. New York, New York, My Way, Frank Sinatra was great. I'm going to put a layer underneath, and I'm just going to get maybe a 50% grey. There you go, 50%. Click OK. Get my rectangle tool, draw out just so we got background in there. And that's below, so we'll just double name that to BG. Lock. And there we go. Now, as I said, you can do this with any word or any letters and any images. I've just been listening to Frank Sinatra and I like his stuff. So yeah, bit of a different tutorial, bit of a last minute one. I was going to upload other stuff today, but this was kind of going around my head, this song. You've got a little sing song for me, so that's something new. I promise I won't make that a regular. But yeah, anyway, let's see what you guys can go and create. So yeah, cheers for tuning in. Check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter. We got loads of other Maya, Photoshop, Illustrator tutorials, After Effects. Go have a check, give a subscribe, and hopefully see you soon. Cheers.